spiritual place, but he's all spirit. He has no form, he has no visage. So he's being, this is a parable, brethren. He's being dipped into the clay. Did you ever see anything like that? I want to get a whole bulk piece of clay that I can mold, but the clay keeps collapsing on me. So I want a metal rod in the middle of it so that it won't collapse on me when I start to mold it. So I take this metal rod and I'm dipping it into the clay. And when I pull it out, it has a thin coat of clay on it. Then when it dries and gets hard, I'm going to dip it into the clay again. And it comes out, and the clay is building out around the metal rod, so that at some point the clay becomes moldable and it doesn't collapse on me. Did I make that clear? Okay. Mm-hmm. So each time the spiritual creation, Adam, the living soul, okay, he's the rod, okay, and he's immortal, okay, because he's actually ancient Adam, he's the rod, okay. And every time he dips in and takes on a coat of clay, he exists on a different level that can be likened to you having a lifetime. To be, if you're 20 now, this is a lifetime when you were 10. He dips into the clay and you come up. And there's another Adam that's like you were when you were 11. Then he dips in again, and another layer of clay is like you when you were 12. Brethren, this is a creation by a mind that cannot even be described as genius if there's no word to describe it. It's a supernatural, incredible, highly spiritual, intelligent mind. This creation is beyond anything we can even imagine, so we have to have these parables so we can understand a little bit of what he's talking about. So there were all these models, these different models of Adam. Each time he was dipped into the clay, he becomes more visible, because the ultimate goal is a visible creation. See? So it was one of these models of Adam that fell. He was getting closer and closer and closer to the point that he was going to have the rod, which is ancient Adam, who's immortal, that there was going to be a model of him that would live forever in a visible world. And the latest model at the time took matters into his own hands and brought forth this material creation prematurely. And the rest is history. He spiritually died. See? So ancient Adam, the rod in the midst of the clay, he wants his model back. This is just a parable. Listen, right now, creation is 20 years old, but the model that died was 10. The model of humanity, the model of mankind that died was 10. And then after that, we continued to mature into the 11th year, the 12th year, the 13th year, in a corrupt form. So he has entered into the latest model of mankind, which is utterly corrupt, and the proof that we're corrupt is that we die. And if you believe that you're alive because you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and that life manifests for you after you physically die, you're deceived. Because either you're alive or you're not alive. And if your body dies, you're dead. Except for Jesus, because he's experienced the miracle, the first one. You don't die so that you can experience life. You don't physically die so that you can experience life. You spiritually die so that you can experience life, not physically. If your body dies, you're dead. Oh, Sheila, you think you know more than the church? You decide. You get your second witness. Are you willing to put down your pride and ask the Lord if it's true? That's who died. At the time, the latest model of Adam, he died. But the original Adam, the prototype, he's alive and well, and he made another. He went back to 10 years old. That he went back to the point of departure. He went back to the last good model, and then he built that out and completed him and perfected him and added and gave him a name, and the name that he gave him was Jesus. And he sent that second Adam, he sent that other model into this matrix here to save the model that fell. And they're both Adam. The first Adam and the second Adam, they're both Adam. One is sick and one is well. And it's a many-membered soul. There's only one soul. Some of us are sick, and the ones that are sick are called the first Adam, and the ones that are well are called the second Adam. But I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about our soul, our inner soul, you see. So those of us that are well, that are called the second Adam, we're two men, because the fusion has, it's not even, well, it's an absorption. The healthy Adam, the second Adam, is healing and absorbing the positive elements of the first Adam into himself, because there's only one Adam. It's like Job was there scraping the scabs of the boils off of his arm. There's an extraneous growth here that has to be scraped away. So those of us that are, the only one that's fully well is Jesus. Those of us that are getting well, we're two people. We literally have multiple personalities. We're two people. See? And the part of us that's well, which is Christ in us, okay, wants to join with the part of us that's sick and attach himself to, in the part of us that's sick, there's a core. There's a core in the part of us that's sick that is elemental, that is of the original creation, that's salvageable, but he's covered in muck. He fell down into the ocean and he got buried under the ocean bed, and he's full of muck. So Christ in us, the second Adam, he's seeking to join with the elemental core of the filthy first Adam. And then when he joins with him, he strengthens him and starts to cleanse him of all the layers of muck, and then all that you have left is the elemental in the first Adam, and all the muck that covered him is now gone, and the elemental joins with the second Adam, and that's all that's left. And that is the kind of death that we are given to experience, in order to experience life. But you don't die, your body doesn't die so you can experience life. And that's how God decided to do it.